Us. Alright. How you guys doing? Gonna talk about the martial arts. Martial arts again. This is a martial art channel. Some little yoga, health and wellness, some nutrition, some little dancing here and there for footwork. So basically, I'm gonna talk about how to choose a good martial arts school, or what is the best martial arts style to choose for your training. What traditional style, or what's the best self-defense school to go to for street combat or whatever like that. So basically, you see, I'm a man that I don't really talk bad about anybody. I don't bash nobody. I don't hate on nobody thing. I'm a person that I give compliments, and if I see a man trying to do something, I'm saying, I give him like the respect. Like, I see him trying to do his thing. It's cool. Not gonna beat down nobody thing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who I am. I also give respect to when respect is due. But if I see something that don't look too right, and from my knowledge that I have, not saying that all my knowledge is all good knowledge, because somebody else could say that all the things I'm talking about is foolishness. So I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody else, but I've been training for a long time. I've been doing martial arts for years, over 30 years now. So I have put myself in situations, very uncomfortable situations, throughout all my years, where I've been in all different aspects of fighting, of self-defense, through street fight, through garage fights, through going to different schools and knowing, like, competing and challenging other, like, instructors, and just been in uncomfortable situations where some of them I got not like destroyed, but I got beat up a little bit, and also I did the beating up too. So it's good for growth. It's good to have that, so that will help your knowledge. That will build up your martial arts also. I know there's like a discipline aspect and the respect and the honor and stuff like that, but it's good to know where your martial art stands, and have the experience of knowing what a punch or what a kick, or having your back against the wall, and you're trying to, your last breath is there, and you're trying to fight your way out, and you're just getting punched and just getting kicked, and you have no more juice left. You have to be in that situation, or you have that, your heart is like beating out your chest, the competition aspect of it. I'm not saying that I don't compete anymore, but back then I went through all that. So it's good to understand that aspect, because it will help your growth in the martial arts, take you to that other level, and give you the techniques and the skills too, because you already been through all that, so you already have the experience of it. So what I'm saying, you want to look for a school that the instructor, he has experience in combat, actual combat. I'm not talking about he's just doing katas. Katas is good. I respect katas, and through katas you learn your techniques, you learn your form. Katas are very important. But if you depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a school for self-defense, real self-defense, or real combat situation, you want to find somebody that's been through all that has experience in that. Not just somebody 5 years picked up martial arts and just start teaching, and just like, yeah, I know the martial arts now, I have little knowledge, and just start inventing whatever they want to invent. Don't work like that, because having going through the experience of it is way better. It's actually the most important thing than not having no experience at all and try to teach something to somebody, and you yourself you don't even know what you're teaching because you don't really have the experience in it. You're just like winging it, like, hey, okay, so it's like this and that and that and this and that, work like that. And that's a good way for you to even get hurt, because in your mind, you feel like, oh man, I have this knowledge, because I know a couple things, I have read a couple books, and I trained for like 5 years, but I don't really have the true knowledge, never really been through the journey, because martial arts is a lifetime journey, and you have to experience certain things in the martial arts. I started from when I was 5 years old, trained all my life, all the way through. I've done everything you can think of. I've been to boxing rings to spar people, fight people. I've been to all weapon demonstrations, tournaments. Did a little bit of Brazilian Jiu-jitsu, do some MMA, cage fight here and there. I mean, nothing too much. Different challenges, street fight. It's like, it's like I've been through it. It's like I had the journey. I went through all that, which build me up, will build my mind up, build my body up, build up my techniques, let me know what's realistic and what's not, and what will actually work in a real fight. Because through all those experiences, that helped me to understand, what is useful. So I mean, you're looking for a good school, you're looking for somebody that, that for combat reason, you want to find somebody that, have experience in fighting, that's been through it, that been through the struggles, maybe, has street fights, did, a couple tournaments, that's been around the block, If you're looking for just spiritual aspect, which martial arts, the first thing is the mind, the body, the spirit, spiritual aspect, and you just want to learn just for the forms, it's fine. You can, train with somebody that just has that form background, katas and stuff like that. So it depends on what you want out of it. It depends on what you want out of the martial arts. So you have to know how to select your school. And if you're going to a school now and they have contracts and they're like, hey, you get your black belt in, you get your black belt in 3 months. You want to turn it back and walk out of that school. Do not sign up to that school, because that's if you're going to school for belts, no good. Martial arts, no belt. Belt don't mean nothing. Yeah, I have a black belt, but I don't brag on it, and I don't, wear around and like, hey, I'm a black belt. If you take the belt from me, it don't matter. Still gonna fight. Still gonna do the same things I do with the black belt or without it. Belts just to use hold your pants up. It's good for ranking purposes to show how long you've been training in the years. But as far as going to school, you sign a contract for 3 months to get your black belt. Something is wrong. It's phony. You want to go to a school where to train. The instructor pushes you, trains, teaching different techniques, sparring, different ways how to throw a kick, different kind of kicks, different defense, offense, position, the countering, offense, the defense. Implement flexibility training through maybe some yoga, mix it up with some ground. You want that kind of training. A little bit of calisthenics, weight training. Tone the body, work the core, abs workout. Also meditation. You want to have that meditation also. Take a time out, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, just meditate, complete silence, clear your mind. You want that kind of training. Weapon training, work your katas, mix it up with everything. That's the kind of school you want to go to. Keep it traditional, But through the traditional, you're gonna mix up with other things also, because that's how I work. I'm traditional, right? And I know the traditional aspect because that's what I was taught. But then I can branch out from traditional and I mix it in with the traditional, and I learn different aspects like the Muay Thai, kickboxing, the ground game. Mix it up because I want to be realistic. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, oh, this is just my karate and just do my katas and spin my nunchucks and that's it. I want to learn nothing else because this is all I need. Open your mind to different aspects of the martial arts. That's a good school to go to. That's a good school to go to. Good instructor. Been around the block. Had a couple fights, even street fights. It's well it's well diverse in different aspects of martial arts. It's good. It could be karate, kung fu, Brazilian Jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai. It just has that good foundation, and also when you're choosing your school too, and because the person is had a couple fights or a street fight or so forth, you need to look at the class, look at the students to see what the students are doing also. See, you can tell, if the students them, not that good, and you have a bad teacher probably is not a good teacher. If you look on the discipline aspect too of the students, how they work with each other, they're trying to kill each other in the training, that's not a good school to go to. You don't want to go to a school where you're gonna get hurt, where you got people, challenge and competition and just trying to kill each other. You don't really want that. So make sure that you when you go to the school, the techniques you see, you can tell. I can tell. I do this for so long that I can tell from a martial artist if he's a martial artist or not. Even by the humbleness, a martial artist is humble. Even by the humbleness, and just by the way he moves, the rhythm he moves. Just from the first punch, first kick, just from the movement, I can tell if he's a martial artist or not. And it don't take me long. It can take me a minute, second, and I can tell. First movement, I can tell if it's a martial artist or not. Just by the movement. I'm not judging anybody. I'm not trying to beat anybody down. Everybody, has to do what they have to do to survive. Make a living, I guess. But, there is martial arts, and then there is people that are teaching martial arts, but it ain't martial arts. That is what I was getting to all this time. So you have to know how to select your school, select your martial arts school to go to, and you will know. Well, a lot of times, if you're not knowledgeable, again, you don't have the knowledge, most of the time you won't know. But some people will pick up on it. If it's not in a week, maybe a month, they'll pick up on it. Like, okay, man, this school it's not that good. I'm not really learning nothing. As I said, you need to have the knowledge of what martial arts is, and then you will understand. Okay? So, all love for everybody, love for all styles. If you do martial arts for 2 years and try to open a school and teach, it's good. You can do whatever you want. If everybody is freedom to do whatever they want. I don't hate. I wish you good luck, and respect every style out there, martial arts style. I know it's really all martial arts. It's really on the person. So no matter what style you do, is all on that person. So I respect every single style, love everybody. Keep on kicking, keep on stretching, yoga, karate, jiu-jitsu, capoeira, kung fu, taekwondo, everything. Check out waynegichie.com, subscribe, rate this channel, comment, and what's